Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For today, I do have a very special, important announcement. This is very urgent. I think you guys may want to hear this. There has been a, there has in fact been a recall on coffee creamers. I do have a video available for you guys. So this will actually explain more of what's going on. So before we get started, I want to thank you guys for being a part of the channel. And for those of you who are new to the live stream, have you yet got a chance to get subscribed? Go ahead and subscribe for more content. Be sure to turn on your bell notifications. So therefore, you'll always be able to stay up to date with all news here on the channel. Thank you, Chris, for all the love and support. Anyway, without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump on into it. So if your volume is a little low, you might want to maximize your volume, but I'm getting ready to pull the video up right now. But if your volume is way too high, you can always adjust your volume accordingly. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive on into the video, guys. Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me okay. I'm going to go ahead and readjust my camera. So please do pay attention to what's being said because this is very urgent. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive on into it. Fantastic. Normally, like I said, I don't do PSAs on weekdays. I only do those on weekends, but this is some information that I just received this morning. So here you go.
If you use coffee creamer in your coffee in the morning, you might want to listen up. The parent company of International Delight has announced a recall of 75,000 bottles of their Cinnabon and hazelnut coffee creamer nationwide. Now, the two UPC codes that are affected, I will put in the comment section for y'all, along with the states that are affected. Virginia is one state that is affected, my state. I will put that in the comments so that y'all can, check if your state is in it. But I would not trust Cinnabon or hazelnut from International Delight in any state across the country. It's being recalled due to spoilage. Now, the company has been receiving reports of the product being spoiled, brand new off the shelf, and that they have had people have gotten sick after using the product in their coffee. Now, the company is not announcing any type of refund or replacement product at this time, but I'm sure if you were to take it back to the store of purchase, that you could probably get your money back. I'm not sure about a replacement product due to the recall in effect right now. Now, they did announce that if you do use this product and you did fall ill after consuming it, to seek medical attention. They are not saying what type of bacteria or whatever that's in there. They haven't announced that, but food poisoning it can be deadly, y'all. So there again, hazelnut or Cinnabon, International Delight, throw it away, take it back for a refund. Don't use it any longer. Y'all have a good
day. Anyway, I'm back on the back, guys. So I hope you guys learned quite a bit from this. And like the guy said, be sure to take your product back to the store and be sure to get a full refund. So if this video or if this live stream video does in fact help you guys out, be sure to hit that heart button, smash that like button, hit the heart, smash the heart button. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe for more exclusive content like this. And be sure to turn on your bell notifications so you'll always be able to stay up to date with all PSAs and news here on the channel. Just to let y'all know, I do have a link in the description to basically kind of guide you through what's going on. If you do need the phone number to the federal or to the FDA, I can look up that number right quick and I will broadcast that here on the channel, guys. So if by chance you guys do need to get in touch with them, I do have their phone number pulled up right here, guys. So here's their phone number. Feel free to screenshot that. Hang on just a second. All right. Here's the phone number. So go ahead and get a screenshot of it. Once you have done that, just let's go ahead and get a hashtag screenshot in the chats. And this is the number that you'll need to contact. So you're absolutely welcome. And for those of you who would like to receive more information like this, let's get a hashtag in the chats, more info, and I will do my best to make this happen. But like I said, I just received this information early this morning. So as this news does come out, this will be broadcasted on the channel, guys. So this is the spread awareness and much more, and to try to keep everybody in good health and keep people from getting sick. But anyway, today I do not have my laptop next to me. I can go ahead and run over not too far from here, and I will be right back in just a moment, guys. So sit tight for just a sec. I shall return in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for those kind words, Chris. I definitely do appreciate that very much. So, as my computer is booting up, I just got to find the cord right quick because I don't know exactly how much battery power I have in my PC. So, just do bear with me for a moment while I get everything set up and ready to go. All right. So today, guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly how to check and see if your PC has any hard drive issue. Well, not hard drive issues, but I'm going to show you guys exactly how to remove files from Windows 11. Fantastic. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to remove files without even having to go through your recycling bin. So please listen up for a second, guys. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come down here to your Windows icon where I have my arrow moving around. You're going to left click here. Then you're going to come up to settings. That's this little gear right here, guys. Okay, now that we have this page here pulled up, I don't know if you guys can see this too well. If not, let me know in the chats. But anyway, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come down here to where it says apps. Right here, you're going to click here, and then at the very top, you're going to come up here to where it says installed apps. You're going to left click there. And this is going to bring up a whole entire plethora of apps and stuff on your device. I do apologize for the slight bit of lag here. And what you're going to do is when you happen to see this here, I'm going to look up a random app specifically. So what you're going to want to get that out of here. So for example, okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick a random one. So I will say news, for example. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come over here to these little three dots right here. You're going to left click here, and then you're going to come down to where it says uninstall. Click on uninstall, and what that'll do is that will actually ask you if you want to make changes to your computer. Once you click yes, that app will uninstall itself. Then once you do that, you can close this page here out. I'm going to close that out. That's not necessary. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to my recycling bin. Once you do that, there should be nothing up here in these icons. These icons should not be here. It should just basically be a blank page. So all this stuff down here, so all this stuff here will not show up on your computer, guys, unless you have both computers running simultaneously together. Two systems running together as one. So there should be nothing here. So all that should be cleared on your end. So now I'm also going to show you guys some other things as well. So if you guys would like to know exactly, it's very simple. You're going to want to come up here. No. Yeah. You're going to want to come up here to your recycling bin. As you can see, left click twice. Once you pull this page here up, you're going to come down here to where it says this PC. So that would be your personal computer. So you're going to left click here. And this, you're going to left click to highlight, right click, and you're going to come down here to where it says properties. Once you see properties, left click once. Now you're going to come over here to where it says tools. Left click here. All right. Now that we got this page pulled up, we're going to check this. Left click, scan drive. Left click again. And if it says about or estimated time remaining, as you see here, that's just an inaccurate configuration of timing, but depends on how big of files you have in your PC could possibly prolong this procedure. So here it's saying about 10 minutes remaining. Okay, so that's just kind of an estimated ballpark figure. You're going to let this run, let it go completely across. It may not take the full 10 minutes to do so. And what this is going to do at the end of this scan here, this will tell me exactly if the hard drive actually has any error messages. So this is what it's detecting. So let me go ahead and go on into it. Since this is a C drive, that is a solid state drive, SSD. But as you can see, the C drive here is connected to Windows as listed here. About 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Again, this is completely inaccurate, guys. So anytime that you see something like that, that's basically your computer doing a temporary configuration of your files. Your computer will scan through that. Like I said, once you have something like this up and running, it is best not to interrupt it because you can use with files and you could probably even get more error messages. So just saying, guys, just be careful what you're doing. I've made other videos in the past of this as well. So this is kind of more like a brush up type. So if you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, if you know, you know. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me know in the chats and I will explain this the best way I can. So as you guys can see, we're at least a quarter of the way through. We're less than half. So by the time it gets to the halfway point, it may not even complete the whole entire bar status itself. It may just jump over to the next file. So once it does that, you shouldn't have anything to worry about because that's basically the performance of your computer. And it's not even able to keep up with this here because once this goes straight across, that page is over with. And then once you get done with all of that, then you're going to come down here. I'm going to explain it as we go, guys. So again, always let this window here complete. And again, it may not even get to the halfway point before it switches over to something different. So always keep that in mind, guys. And always make sure to check that your computer is up to date. Sometimes your computer may restart, but your PC will let you know if it does need to restart to download that file during the time of the update. Because you got two steps when it comes to that. You got your installation, and then no, you got your actually it's basically downloading your file. Then it could possibly restart your computer to install the file. So it may be suggesting that your computer gets everything up and going. Once it's completed, it says about 50 minutes remaining. That's, like I said, again, guys, this is not accurate. But that all just depends on the files and stuff that you have and programs that are all running in the background because your computer actually can run more than just one file simultaneously. So your computer can possibly run anywhere from 300 to possibly 3,000 different files all at the same time, consecutive. Or not consecutive, they could run them all together concurrent. And that can actually cause a potential time delay for this to complete its course or complete its task. But again, once this is all said and done, everything should be switched over. And as you guys have seen in the past, my memory slot was in fact almost completely full. But now I've got a lot more space opened up compared to what it was before. So if you guys are running Windows 10 and you're wanting to update to Windows 11, run this app through your PC. It's called Health PC Health Check, and that will actually notify you and let you know if your PC is eligible for Windows 11 or if it's compatible. So here it's saying about 45 minutes remaining. I don't think it's really going to take that long, guys. Because if you watch the green bar here, it may not look green on your end because I got my monitor set at a certain angle so I could be able to see it better. But hang on a second. Now I'll make some readjustments so you guys can actually see this a lot better than how you're able to see it now. So there we go. And I'm basically going to walk you guys through the steps of how to do everything. But like I said, you always want to let this run first before switching out to anything else. Let this right here complete. You don't want to cancel it. You don't want to opt out because you can cause more issues down the road. So now we are down to 40 minutes from what this is actually saying. Different computers may have different time variations based on the configs of your computer. Okay, look at this. Windows successfully scanned the drive. No errors were found. So I'm going to close this out. And now I'm going to come down to optimize. Left click on you. Use the LMB on your mouse, which is the left mouse button. Okay, so now this is a current status. 11 days ago since last. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and optimize that file right there. That's current status above there. So as you guys are watching this, you guys will actually see a percentage. Evidently that did not go through. Okay, so there. Now it's going through. Once you see where it says stop down below, let that run. Okay, so 11 days since last. Yeah. So I'm gonna optimize this again. I don't know what the hell is going on here. There we go. There we go, guys. Now we're back on track. So this is trimmed. Solid state drive. This is what I mean, guys. Your C drive is your solid state drive. And it's running. So right now it's at 78%. Once that gets gets done, this will tell me exactly everything that I'll need to know. You don't want to stop the app. You don't want to stop the program file running, because this will fly through and it'll be done just within a snap of a finger. So once you guys see this here complete, then I will just go ahead and come down to close. I'll close that out. But right now it's still running in the background, as you can see, 79% trimmed. So what this is actually doing, this is cutting down on some of your files too. That your computer doesn't really need. And that can actually open up a little bit more disk space for you guys as well. Drive space, that is. So we're now at 81%. All right, 0 days. And here's the time frame, 8:25 p.m. So that was 2 minutes ago. That just completed. So now I'm going to come down here, close this file out. No more actions, no more needed actions necessary here. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out, back this up. And my computer is a touchscreen, guys. So I'm going to close that out too. So if you guys actually do need to reset, so if you guys do want to try to update your computer to Windows 11, I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you what to expect and when to expect this. So let's go ahead and dive on into that too. So the first thing I'm going to do is press down and hold the left shift key. I'm going to bring my cursor down to my Windows icon, LMB on the mouse, come up to power options, and restart this PC. Notice that I'm still continuing to press down and holding the left shift key. So when something like this actually does go through, guys, it's going to go to the blue screen of death, but you're going to have 5 different options to choose from. I'm going to show you guys how to go about fixing that. Once it comes up on display, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this. So right now, updates are underway. Please keep your computer on. So right now, I'm actually updating Windows 11, so I'm going to have to redo this whole step process again. So anytime that there's an update on your computer, always keep your systems up to date. Make sure your drivers are up to date. Make sure your software is up to date. Your BIOS will automatically update themselves. So there's no other actions needed there. So this is basically a it's not random, but it's basically designed for this type of stuff here, guys. So if your computer detects that there's an update that's very crucial and needs to run that program, it will do just that. So 3 things to keep updated: your drivers, your software, and also your BIOS. Your BIOS are automatic. So that your BIOS, I'm just going to rule the BIOS out for the time being. So there's only 2 major ones. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I successfully updated my computer to Windows 11 Pro. And if you guys haven't seen that last video to where I have actually done that, that update there, guys, with this type of computer that I have took 6 hours to manually install. Because I had to go back and remove previous updates from the previous version to open up more drive space in my PC for that to happen. So if it does give you an option, so once you basically come up to like the blue screen of death for your computer, go down to where it says troubleshoot. Left click on your mouse, use the LMB, left click once, and if you see to where it says uninstall previous updates from previous version, click on that. Read carefully before making a selected option. Because what that's going to do is that's going to remove all your updates from Windows 10. That's going to open up more drive space in your hard drive. So therefore, once you do that, that is going to allow you to continue and pursue the update. It's going to uninstall Windows 10. That's basically what it's doing. And it's bringing up your Windows. It's basically removing all your Windows 10 files. So it's once it does that, it's going to switch over to the new update, and your computer will actually start to bring all your files switched over to from Windows 10 to Windows 11. So always make sure that your computer is always backed up during the time of that said update. And if you guys are actually having issues with, if you guys do in fact have Farming Simulator 25 installed and you're having issues with your mods, try to run the game without mods. Or there's a secondary option. You'll go into your recycling bin, then you'll go into your games, then you'll go into your mods, go all the way to the very bottom. You should find an XML file. Make a duplicate and send that duplicate directly to your PC. And the one that's already installed with the game, go ahead and delete that one and clear that out of your recycling bin, because once you do that, the game itself will actually create a new XML file. So that could probably alleviate a lot of issues with your Steam programs as well. So here we go, guys. This is what I'm talking about. So once you actually come up with this page right here, you're going to want to come down to troubleshoot. No, I'm sorry. So let's see. Let's try this one again. Go to troubleshoot, startup site. Nope. Let me continue back to Windows 11 because I'm going to restart my PC again. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do all of this. Because with that program there, it's probably going to come back up to the blue screen of death again. So then I'll just go back, click on that, because if it didn't pick up on it the first time, it usually picks up the second time. So here we go, guys. So I continued back to Windows 11, which is basically going to run me back to my home screen, my original home screen, the one I just left from. But I'm going to turn my camera just for a brief, because I'm not putting no passwords or anything on camera. But I've also made a video on how to change your password as well. So if you guys would like to know more about that, feel free to check out that video as well. If you guys do find that video or do find that live stream video to be useful, hit that heart button, smash that thumbs up. Go ahead and get subscribed for more content. And make sure you have all your notifications. Make sure you have your notification bell on so you'll always stay up to date. You won't miss anything here on the channel. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, guys. Now we are back on the home screen again. I do want to apologize about that. My taskbar will appear down here at the bottom. It usually doesn't do that right away, because I am having some slight issues with my computer. There we go. All right, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and restart this system again. I'm going to restart the procedure, so therefore you guys will know exactly what to do if you guys are having issues with your PC. So again, you're going to want to press down and hold your left shift key button. Okay? And as you're doing this, you definitely want to take your cursor over here to your Windows icon displayed on your screen. Click that. Go over here to your power selection menu. I'm going to opt that out. Click here. Go to restart. Continue to press and hold your left shift key until you get the blue screen, which is basically known as the screen of death. So as you guys notice, I'm still continuing to press and hold down on my left shift key button, not letting that up. So it says, please wait. So once this pulls up, it's going to go right back to the blue screen because it obviously didn't have the options that I was looking for the first time this happened. So again, we're back here at this page. So what you're going to want to do is you got 4 lists of options. Come down to troubleshoot. It does not give you the okay, wait a minute. Turn off your PC, use a device. So if you're trying to reset your computer, guys, just go ahead and press reset this PC. And if it gives you an option to reset it, make sure that before you do this, be sure to back up all your files. Okay. So you will definitely want to come down to where it says, okay, it says choose an option. So you want to go to troubleshoot. That'll take you over to advanced options. Let's try it. Well, EUFI firmware settings, you don't need to use that. But if it gives you the option to reset your PC, fantastic. Go ahead and reset it. Do all of the above. So that you don't really need to worry about use a device, because if you have a thumb drive and you're trying to reset your computer, you can always use that as well. So that's not giving me the option to do so. So that's just one of that's one of two ways to do it, guys. So I'm also going to show you the secondary way of how to do this as well. And again, I'm going to turn my camera. And for those of you who don't know that I've been to school for this type of thing here, I most certainly have been. So there's my credentials. That's what I went to school for. That was my major. Even though they put me in the wrong class, because I told them from the very beginning I wanted to learn how to disassemble, reassemble, and do computer repairs. And basically learn how to do PC builds. Some computers actually do have an ATX motherboard. Not all of them do, but you can actually get ATX motherboards, but they would probably sell those on Amazon. I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. So anyway, guys, with that being said, enough of that right now. So let's regain focus here. So there's my taskbar. So I'm going to come down here, click that, come up to settings right here. Settings. Thank you. So once this comes up, I'm basically going to go over here to where it says system, which is the second one down. So after this gets done loading, I'm going to readjust my screen. And also, guys, if you're looking to do this the secondary way, go to um, your recovery options. Click on recovery. Computer's not doing it. And if you're looking to reinstall your operating system, fix problems using Windows Update, you want to come down here to where it says you don't want to use this one right here, reinstall now. You want to come down here to where it says reset PC. And what this will do, once you click on this, you will actually have these two options here, which did not pop up in the other selection. So now, if you click keep my files, that's basically telling your computer restore everything back to its default settings, but do not touch these specific files. Your computer is going to process that. Okay, I'm not going to touch these files. I'm going to go back and restore all the systematic files back to its original default settings. So once you do that, this could take up to about an hour, guys. So if you go down, if you're wanting to sell your computer to like a family member, then make sure that your computer's offline. Make sure that you don't have your computer connected to your internet. Disconnect your internet from your PC and then go to where it says remove everything. That will basically remove all your passwords. That will basically remove your whole entire account. So I'm canceling this right now. So I'm showing you guys exactly how to do this in case you guys ever do happen to come across some minor issues, or not minor, but some major issues with your PC. Now you guys will know exactly how to do that. Now, I'll tell you something about Windows that most of you probably don't know. Some programs, depending on what's running, is actually still under the old DOS system. So, for example, now if you want to if you want to run something, I'm going to give you a short, brief example of what a DOS file is. So now, if you were to go in and you press that, now this is okay. This is not exactly accurate, guys, but I'm just giving you a general idea of what to expect. Now, say you go, now you press your window, you press Art, you press both those down at the same time, you're going to pop up a display at the bottom bar, left-hand side of your screen. Now you can go to System Files or SFC Auto Scan through your C drive. So you're going to go C: SFC Autoscan setup.exe. Okay, now the .exe is the old DOS files. That's the old DOS system. I don't know exactly when they're going to be updating that, if they update that at all. But just to kind of give you a little bit of a touch up on that, but the .exe like setup like C: / SFC autorun.setup.exe or autorun.setup.exe. Always put a dot in between each and every single thing before you type in exe. But that's not going to do anything specific, guys. But what that is, that's just a primary example. Or you could just go to scan system or go to okay. Here's one that will work. Okay. I'm going to take you directly to one that will work. Press your Windows and your R key at the same time. This will pop up. System Properties Advanced. Okay. So now you want to browse those files. And this is pretty much everything that you see in your recycling bin. It's not exactly the same, but it's almost somewhat identical. So for example, it just basically breaks it down for you. Okay, so I'm going to go to, no, let's go here to downloads. All right, now if you guys are having issues with Steam, I'm going to show you guys how to fix that too. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come down here to this little arrow pointing up. You're going to left click on your mouse, LMB, left mouse button. You're going to come up here. You're going to click on Steam again with your LMB. And this should pop up a whole plethora of options. Right now, my computer is a little slow, so I do want to apologize to you guys in advance. Let's try this again. Here we go. So now you want to go to Settings, Account. Okay. So if you're having issues on Steam, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to fix that problem. So you're going to come down to where it says Downloads. And you see this wonderful button right here where it says Clear Cache? You're going to want to clear all your cache files from that. So you're going to press your go down to here and click once on your LMB on your mouse, which is your left mouse button once again. And what that'll do is that will get rid of all your cached files, all your junk files, temporary files that's been accumulating throughout your whole entire Steam program. There's more than just one way to do that. Now, here's another way also. I'm going to show you guys how you guys can actually get Steam to run a certain program. So, left click to highlight. Then you're going to right click. You're going to have a little page display pop up. No, not that one. Go to Steam right here. Left click to highlight, right click. Hang on. There we go. And right here where it says run as administrator. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on where it says run administrator. Do you want this app to make changes to your device? And obviously. So you're going to click yes on that. And it will pop up the whole entire page. Now, if you have a game that's on there, go ahead and go to your library. Click on the selected game that you're having issues with. Like for example, I don't know, this computer may not get FS25 on it, but just saying like any specific game, guys. This is the one that you're going to want, or you're going to want to come over, click on a game. If it's already installed, try to launch the game, and if you're still having issues with it, then you may have to uninstall the game and reinstall it back into your computer. But sometimes it may get to the point where you may have to uninstall Steam and reinstall it, because what that does, it goes all the way back to its original default settings. So if you guys are actually, if you guys are still here with me on this, let me know in the chats. And if you guys are, if you guys would like to see me do this again, just let me know. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do this again. So you'll definitely want to come over to your Steam file if you're on PC, left click to highlight, right click, run as administrator, click that. User account control. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Steam. Verified publisher, Valve Corporation. File origin hard drive on this computer. Show more details. So I don't need to see any more details. So I'm going to come down here, click on yes. And this is going to pop up the thing here. So say for instance, now if I'm playing Junkyard Truck and I want to launch the game, I just go ahead and play and leave that page open. And that right there should possibly fix any minor issues that you may have with your Steam account. Because what that'll do is that now that you've ran that as your administrator, you're basically bumping that app all the way to the top of the list. So now that app becomes more high profile and is more susceptible to opening and possibly even playing your games somewhat smoother depending on the game that you're playing, and depends on what you're running your FPS and your bit rate at. Some computer games may not be supported because of the graphics card. It may have a higher demand for that. So if you try to click on a game that's not compatible for that type of graphics card, chances are it will not allow you to play it. So keep that in mind. Be very fruitful about that. Just kind of keep it in mind. Let that sink in. Now the laptop that I have right now will not support Farming Simulator 25 because it does not have the iCore 7 processor. I don't think. Let me see. What this PC actually has to when it comes to processing. Get off my screen. No, this one's got just the Intel. It doesn't say what make or model, or not model, but if you are trying to download Farming Simulator 25 and you do not have the i7 core processor by Intel, that game is not going to be compatible for that system, guys. If you're trying to download Farming Simulator 25 on PS4, on your PlayStation 4, that game is not going to be compatible for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox S, Xbox X Series. And also, if you have a PC, if your computer has the Intel iCore 7 processor, you will be that processor is compatible to where that will be able to keep up with the game. And not to mention, guys, it is also AMD compatible. So if you have an AMD Ryzen 7 3070 graphics card, you're good to go. If you got the 3080, the 4060, or the 6090 graphics card, you're good to go. Anything less than what I've mentioned, I don't know what else to tell you guys. You might want to update your systems. Get a bigger processor and make sure that your computer has got the compatibility for that type of processor. But if you guys would like to know more information about Farming Simulator 25, you can always check out Giant Software's website at https://www.giantsoftware.com, and that will pull up their official website for you guys. So it's https, and the reason you put the S before the :/www, that is to keep hackers from obtaining certain information. So that also protects you as well. And if you do happen to play online, guys, if you are online streamers, make sure that your computer has a very good firewall, because if you only have one firewall and that's Windows Defender, you can also download McAfee antivirus threat and protection. That will also add a secondary firewall to your computer as well. So you know what they say about that, two heads are better than one. But if you know exactly what I'm talking about, fantastic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I guess this conversation really doesn't apply to you guys as well. But I will try to explain this every way possible, so therefore you guys will actually have a better understanding. So basically what I'm saying is there are a lot of computer games coming out, guys, that the graphics are in such high demand that some processors are not going to be able to keep up with the game itself or game performance. So you may get the game, you might play it for a little bit, but you'll notice that your game is starting to skip instead of just going completely smooth. So if you're playing a game and it's constantly, I mean, just nonstop, just skipping, that's because your processor is not strong enough to support the game. So, which means your computer will eventually overheat, or possibly, in most worst case scenarios, crash or possibly catch fire. Now, if you do have a gaming system, if you guys are looking for the best type of RAM sticks to get, you guys can get the Memorex DDR5s. Those are like $45 a piece. So if you guys actually do happen to get a gaming system, I will show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Those are also equipped for RGB lighting, so those do come natural with the system. Is that better? If you guys can hear me okay, send me a thumbs up in the chats if you guys can hear me okay. If not, okay, fantastic. So I do want to apologize, guys. I am experiencing a little technical difficulties. I actually had to reload the stream and reconnect it. I think that's a YouTube thing right now. So hopefully they fix that real soon because there are people on here that are basically trying to make this a business, and there's other people out here that's basically doing this for like local charities and stuff like that. So YouTube, if you're actually listening to this, please try to fix this problem because there's audio issues and streaming issues associated with the channels. So I definitely do want to thank you guys for understanding this. And hopefully, you guys will get this stuff fixed as quickly as possible. Again, thank you, YouTube. So I just checked all my connections, and I think, like I said, I think it was the stream that's actually responsible for all of this here. Because I'm not the only YouTuber that's went through this as well. I noticed there's one more other streamer. So anyway, guys, um, the Doge dividend checks are guaranteed. I was hearing that it was going up to $5,000 down to 2,500. So it could be anywhere from 2,500 to 5,000. So you guys may see an increase on your Social Security, or if you guys happen to see that you guys have 5,000 in your accounts, try not to freak out. Try not to spend that all in one spot. And let me know if you, or well, actually, if you guys do in fact happen to get yours, let me know in the comment section. By the way, they just arrested a scammer, a very, very, very large scammer that was working at the Social Security office. Just recently got arrested. This person has taken over 400, this person has actually scammed over 400,000 people and taking all their money too. So this person is basically going to be facing some very serious federal charges, guys. That person just got arrested. So if you happen to see text messages that say that you owe a bill to this company here, contact that company first. Or if you see something that says, well, you should be receiving a package either through UPS or FedEx. If you know that you did not order anything, just go ahead and report that as junk and just kick that off to the side. Just get rid of it because there's major headlines and stuff going around informing people of this. So, like I said, guys, I'm only bringing this news information to keep you guys safe and also to keep you guys also in good health. So, like I said, if I happen to find out any more things like this, I will definitely be sure to make this a top number one top priority, and I'll get this out on the channel to you guys as quickly as possible. And again, I normally don't do PSAs on weekdays. I only do those on the weekends, but I seem to find this to be a very high priority, so I went on ahead and brought you that information as of today. Also, one more thing, guys, before I end the live stream. If you guys have got the latest iOS updates for your iPhones and your microphone is not able to shut off, that's because there's an update issue and that's keeping your microphone on. So if you happen to see that, try to power off your device for a while. I'd say at least for about 10 to 15 seconds. At least a minimum of 10. Power your device down for 10 seconds and then power and take out your SD card or take out an SD card. When you power off your device, take out your SIM card for about 10 seconds. Put your SIM card back in, reinstall it, power up your device, and see if your microphone light is off. Because you'll see it, guys. You will see a microphone display right up in here. Got to be on the top right hand side of your screen or possibly on the top left side of your screen. So either way, if you see your microphone lit up, look it up on YouTube of how to uninstall that update and try to reinstall it. See if that actually helps. But if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, thank you, Chris. I definitely do appreciate that. So if you guys happen to come across those type of issues, feel free to let me know in the chats. But when it comes to this, when it comes to the evidence checks, if you guys would like to share that information, share that down in the comments. Um, However, I am in fact going to be making a specific community moderation. Let's see. I'm going to do that now. No, 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 no. Reactions, participants. Okay, I'm not going to do that on the stream, guys. So I'm basically going to wait until the end of the stream to do this because it's basically taking me over to a website, and I'll just do this in my OBS. Oh my God, I can't even think straight today, guys. So anyway, I am going to be live streaming again this coming. What is today? I don't know what today is. Thursday. Okay, so I will be live streaming again Saturday. Same place, same time. Quite obvious, same studio. Unless I take my computer and relocate it to a different vicinity of the room. But anyway, I definitely do appreciate that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pin that comment to the very top. So anyway, guys, I definitely do want to thank you all for being a part of the channel. And for those of you who are not yet subscribed and would like to see some more exclusive content like what you just saw earlier, be sure to subscribe for more content. Be sure to turn on your bell notifications. And until then, come Saturday, guys, same place, same time, same studio. Anyway, I definitely do want to thank you guys again for coming to hang out with me tonight. And as always, hopefully I won't be having any more issues by Saturday, because hopefully I'll be taking care of these issues here soon. But I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens and go from there. But until then, guys, I definitely want to thank you guys for watching. And as always, stay safe, stay sharp, stay frosty, and most of all, stay vigilant. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.